What it do? What it do? What it do? We on, right?
Yeah. Man.
Okay. This your boy Outlaw Uop, Thoughtful Narcissist Podcast, man. You know what's going on. Got my co-host with me.
Hey, man, that's Rhetoric, man. You listening to the greatest podcast in the world. Appreciate y'all being here.
For sure. You already know, man. Friend of the show. Got my boy Prime Time in the building.
Yo, what's up, people? How you doing?
Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. We in the building. It's just us three today. You know.
Holding it down.
Dub Don Dada ain't here. Jody
we know this nigga
here.
trying to sabotage our shit, so like that's why
he probably is.
These niggas really out here are really our biggest op, honestly.
He might be. I would hate to say that, but
it's crazy how niggas just don't want to show up for work, bro. Like that's just insane. True insanity. I don't like it. So we gonna have to goddamn shame Dub a little bit.
Jody ain't here. EP ain't here.
Niggas can hold it down, bro. It's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's hard owning a black-owned business, bro. Because niggas, you know what I'm saying, you try to get niggas opportunities. I feel like Soulja Boy. You remember when he was opening up the subways and trying to get niggas opportunities and they wasn't showing up to that. Bro, yeah, Soulja Boy had opened up a subway for his people, bro, and like he tried to put them in management staff and was trying to pay them. They wasn't showing up to work. He pulled up to the subway and nobody was there. It was just like empty. It was unlocked and empty. Like when he came to this shit, like that shit was really wild. So I know you're feeling Soulja, but you know, just what it is. You know, you pay the cost.
So. Gotta be careful with scripted TV.
Soulja Boy wasn't being scripted this time. That nigga was on he was just on his phone.
He was on his phone?
I can't believe y'all don't remember that shit, bro.
I don't remember that shit,
bro. That shit was crazy as fuck. Soulja Boy a wild nigga. Soulja Boy the first to do everything. So, you know. He was trying to put his niggas on.
Shout out to Draco, man. Young Draco.
For sure. Y'all boys been alright, though? Y'all week been good?
You know me, bro. I'm holding it down, making it happen, man. Out here in the community, man.
And being a pillar?
You know me, man. I'm in the community, man. Visited my son's school a couple days this week, you know.
Okay.
One day I was up there reading to the third graders. Read to about 5 or 6 third grade classes.
Okay.
Read a little book, you know, about, you know, just push. The book was called I'm Gonna Push Through. Mm-hmm. So I read that to the class.
So it wasn't an Allison Bozeman book that you read to the class?
No, I don't remember the lady's name.
Okay.
But nah, it wasn't none of that funny shit.
We'll get into Allison in a little bit. Allison taking some heat.
This book actually had a good message. It did have a little
what's a good message?
Like it was just about pushing through. Like if you feel like you can't, you can push through. And it had a whole list of people who pushed through, black, white, you know, all these different type of people who pushed through and became somebody. And you know, even if you're scared or if you're not tough or if you're not old enough or whatever you feel like is against you, like you can push through and believe you can do it and believe you can achieve and, you know.
Had all that good jazz in it. Okay.
All that good jazz. All
okay,
that
look at that.
Affirmation.
Look at that. Pillar of the community, man. That's what's up, bro.
Bring
like
to the kids,
we need
man.
more niggas like you. What about you, Key? You doing anything?
Like
you giving out your time, you know?
My time is always hard to come by.
It's a sick nigga right here, yo. This is a sick nigga right here,
I'm out
man.
here making things shake.
Okay.
Shake for real.
Shit, well, let's just get to the shit then. These niggas ain't trying to open up. They ain't trying to, you know, tell y'all niggas what they got going on. So let's just
I
get
just
to the
told
shit.
niggas
Not
I'm
you.
out
I
here.
didn't say you. I just meant this nigga, honestly.
I'm in the community. Nigga, what you got going on, nigga?
Shit, man. I really just been working, man. Just been chilling. Just trying to get this shit together, honestly. You know? So I've just been putting my, you know where I'm out here. I'm grinding, putting this show together. So I want to know how my boys is doing while they out here living life. You know, I want y'all to bring something back to me. That's all.
I'm living life.
Especially by Key. Like I've been told you, we live vicariously through you, bro. Like you don't want 30 with no kids, so you gotta you gotta come back with the adventures for us, bro.
Yeah,
I'm always having a good time, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But you got to make sure, like, you coming back with a story too, though. You can't just be like
I can't telling you no stories on the podcast.
Not on the okay. Well, you can. Okay. You can change names. You can change some places. It's okay. That's all right.
Change places, huh?
Yeah.
This nigga looking for some tea.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some content going on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to jazz it up.
This nigga Rhetoric with the tea.
I'm saying that's the best time to be single, and you know. Doing it 30, 31?
30. No kids. Single.
You can rent a car, no problem. Like this, you know what I'm saying? You really can make moves.
There. That's a different life.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why, you know, life, when you get an opportunity to, you know, hear some stories, you know, niggas out here getting it, I'm just trying to, you know, make sure see how my niggas living. That's all. You know, that's all. But let's just get into this.
Nigga rhetoric living through you, man.
I just said that vicariously.
Yeah, he meant it.
So let's get to this nigga, man, this hooligan. NBA Young Ja.
Slow down. We can't call him.
NBA Young Ja. Hooliganism. We need to speak on it. We need to speak on it, bro. I've been meaning for us to talk about what's been going on with Ja Morant for a minute, because not only has this nigga been getting away with every call on the fucking planet when he plays basketball, this nigga now is out here thinking that shit translates to real life. So if you haven't heard, this nigga Ja Morant just got suspended for 2 games. Coincidentally, they're both against the LA teams who are needing wins to stay in the playoffs or get into the playoffs. But he just got suspended 2 games for brandishing a gun on IG Live. This also comes after the fact of being allegedly having a red dot aimed at the Pacers bus. He had a red dot aimed at the allegedly Pacers bus. From one of his members. Yeah, from one of his people. Members. He also allegedly beat up a 17-year-old at his residence after getting into a altercation while playing.
Invite him to his house.
Yeah, invited him to his house to play all that, you know, the hoop and all that stuff.
And beat him up.
And yeah, essentially he threw the ball at him, you know how shit goes. And he went and got a gun, brandished the gun to the child. He's 17, but brandished the gun to him, and that's part of the list of what's been going on with Mr. Morant. Then there was another altercation in which he went to the shoe store where his mom, I guess, had an issue at a Finish Line or something. Employee may have spoken a little disrespectful about her name or something like that. Calls her up. More firearms have been brandished allegedly. More threatening has been done. This nigga's a menace. That list was too long. This nigga's only been in the league for 5 years or 4 years.
And all this happened within what time frame?
Probably 2 or 3 years, essentially. 2 years, I think.
In the past 2 years.
Yes. And this nigga really, and this nigga act like he really don't care because he was celebrating on the sideline with like he was shooting guns. Like this happened before this IG Live.
He thinks he's invincible.
He does.
But Ja
he's
Morant
the face of a franchise.
Ja Morant ain't even like that though.
That thug.
Speak on it. Hold on. Speak
right?
on it. You talking about like that? He ain't moving like that?
Nah, he's not.
Nah, he's from Clarence? Are you trying to say he Clarence?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he had really good parents.
He come from a good home.
He grew up in all-star basketball. He playing basketball every weekend.
Yeah.
He going to basketball practice during the week.
My boy wearing Sperry's and goddamn polos.
No picture you talking about.
He now, because he's good.
Looking like Roscoe Dash.
Because he's good in Memphis, he just start anging around some young niggas who maybe moving like Memphis, that. Yeah. So now he's using them as, these are my security.
Not even security. These my niggas.
These my niggas, and
that's why they move. Members. I'm like, members. What is members? Is this a gang you trying to say?
Yeah, this 4K Ja right here.
They got the 4K.
This 4K Ja gang right here. Y'all gotta speak. You got
4K.
These niggas spinning. These niggas spinning arenas. Like y'all have to put. Yeah. Y'all gotta put some respect on this nigga name,
niggas
bro.
Red beaming niggas.
Ja he's tripping.
I believe so too. It's outrageous.
Wild. That's why I say, bro, this music, you gotta be careful what you listen to.
You blaming the music?
Oh fuck yeah. I'm blaming it all.
So you think really when he out here listening to the rap music, that's really encouraging him to act the way he acted?
I feel like that's the influence. Damn, that nigga do look like Gucci. That referee, that nigga look like Gucci. But yeah, man, that music, bro, like it be influencing these niggas, bro. Look at this nigga, man. This nigga ain't nothing like that.
Is it influencing him?
The culture, bro. The culture that adopted this shit, bro, and that's what I be telling y'all, bro. Y'all be getting mad when I be saying, listen to Whitlock. Whitlock be saying how I be feeling about that shit, bro. Like, that shit is terrible, bro. We done adopted so much bullshit in the culture that it's like he, bro, that nigga think that shit cool. You know what I'm saying?
He think that shit's cool.
That nigga think that shit cool, bro.
Shit is cool.
He think that shit is cool to perpetuate this type of culture that you didn't even grow up in, to young people who are aspiring to be like you, young people who look up to you. But Ja Morant, my son's favorite basketball player, bro. That nigga talk about Ja Morant all the time. Used to be Kobe. He like LeBron. This nigga be seeing John Morant be dunking like a motherfucker. John Morant be passing that bitch. John Morant be going crazy.
Yeah.
He like, damn, John Morant is good. But John Morant be out here bullshitting too. You feel me? And it's like, that ain't what you want the kids to know you for, or what you want people to know you for, or what you even be associated with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with people like LeBron. Because regardless of, you know what I'm saying, what you say about him as far as, you know, on the court, whatever, woo-de-woo, my man ain't never got into no altercation off the court. And you ain't never heard about LeBron punching on nobody. Or goddamn pulling out the gun. Or somebody dying around LeBron. Or none of that shit. You feel me? LeBron don't be with that bullshit. There's some shit going on. That nigga dipping. He out. LeBron out.
No, that's real. I mean, and it kind of go into our other topic. I don't want to jump to it yet, but it kind of goes like, bro, like you kind of got to be corny with the shit now, bro. You got a lot of money in front of you.
It's not
like,
even, but that's
I'm saying in our culture, that's what we would call that shit.
But that's what I was just about to say. Like, that's not corny though.
Yeah,
that's not corny, and that's the problem.
He don't want to move like that
exactly, because it's labeled as corny, but that's not corny, bro. That's real. That's what you call real, nigga. You really being you. Like, you're not being nobody else, nigga. That's what niggas talking about. Oh, I'm a real nigga. Like, bro, a real nigga is being your fucking self. Like, it's not a real nigga. It doesn't have a. You feel me? Yeah. Like, it's not if you do this, you a real nigga. Nah, nigga, is that really you? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Is that really you, bro? Is that really how you move? Like, is that really what you doing? All right, okay.
I mean, like I said,
I know how to fuck with you. Then I know how to deal with you, because you ain't gonna hide yourself. You ain't gonna be a chameleon. You ain't gonna motherfucking put on. You ain't gonna be no fucking. You know what I'm saying?
We've created this idea of this hyper masculinity and aggression of being part of being real. Like, that's part of what's been demonstrated in the past. We've explained that, if someone says something to you that you don't like, you're not supposed to just walk away from it and act like the situation doesn't happen. You're supposed to go up there and let him know, hey, this is how you feel about the situation.
I disagree.
That's the culture that has been presented to us. There's nothing to disagree in regards to that.
No, not no culture that's presented to us. I think that's just a natural thing amongst men that happen where, you know, we all know that it's a level of violence between men anyway. So if we have something that we disagree upon, or there's a conflict, and two men feel like they standing up for themselves, saying what they got to say, then yeah, it could be a problem. But this gangster culture that John Morant is portraying, and that these other rappers portray, this gangster culture, that's what the problem is. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of being the gangster culture, is a hyper masculinity. There's a hyper masculinity
too. Part of it, but there's not there. Man, there is a masculinity, and I wouldn't say hyper, because it's not an extreme like you saying with the gangster culture, but there's a masculinity factor to being men and having a disagreement or having a situation anyway. You know what I'm saying? We know that could lead to violence. But you could be at the grocery store and see somebody doing something wrong and just being a man and say something about it. You feel me? And that could be a situation right there. But you just being a man.
Is that trying to be the hero?
Nah, not even being a hero, because it may not even be nobody necessarily needs saving. You just see something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And there's men like that out here. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around men, nigga, if they see something, they saying something. If they see something going wrong,
but there's a level
speak on that shit.
There's a level of aggression that goes to that, but the hyper violence of using firearms, coming out here and shooting on niggas and
that's shit. That's the gangster culture.
And that's why I said there's a level of hyper masculinity to that, because that's taking our aggression to each other to now taking. I'm trying to end your life.
Yeah, that's the gangster.
And that's
culture.
where we come to the problem is, like, say you're threatening fucking other NBA players with a red beam on the like, you can't be a part of this shit thinking you can make this kind of money and be a fucking Nike athlete and think you could just go around spinning shit like this. Like, it just, those shits don't work.
On top of that, I'm just saying you can't bring that to the league. Like, that ain't what the league is about. You know what I'm saying? The league ain't about, I got a problem with this nigga, let me pull my strap out. Like, that doesn't happen.
It's not the NFL.
Gilbert Arenas and all that shit. Like, they've already had situations like that they supposed to.
But see, even Gilbert, Gilbert did that shit, like, to say in a way, but he did it the most responsible way you could do it, though. He brought empty guns to the arena. You know what I'm saying? Like, all his
shit wasn't empty, though.
I don't believe that. From the story that Gilbert Arenas has said on record, Buddy never brought any guns.
Oh, Javar's crazy.
He just got really aggressive with him and brought attention to the fact that because the thing was Gilbert said was he brought the guns out and because he told him he would shoot him. He said, "I'll bring one to you," and he brought all the guns down and said, "Which one you want?" And that's basically where the altercation came from there. But Gilbert, like obviously, John Morant had a poster of Gilbert Arenas when he was growing up because like the way this nigga is acting, like. But see, he got Gilbert taken aback. I don't know if y'all seen Gilbert talking about that. Gilbert a little taken aback, like, bro, like, you really out here crazy, nigga. Like,
no, I mean, he's definitely tripping, bro.
Gilbert was the wildest nigga I knew growing up. I had a close and personal view of this nigga being in DC while this nigga was playing. So, I saw this shit.
No, John Morant's definitely tripping, bro.
So, I mean, a lot of the consensus people have been trying to blame, like, oh, the people around him and stuff like that. And honestly, it's not the people around him. It's him.
He's
the one making these poor decisions.
You're right. I would agree with there.
And that's at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
The people around him are influencing these decisions.
Honestly, I don't see any of these things that have come to here. Has anybody influenced him to do anything? Nobody told him to go back into the house after you and the boy got into an altercation and put the gun in your waist. Nobody told you to put this gun out in front of IG. Like, no, you chose to do that. You think he thinks he's hard.
But if you got the right people around you, then you wouldn't even think to do that.
Right. And that's what I was
It don't matter if you make
right people around you, you know
I disagree.
I can't do that around them. These niggas ain't with that. These niggas ain't going for that.
Yeah,
I do that, these niggas gonna look at me different. You feel me?
But he
got niggas around him who
portray that look.
Right. So now now he boosted his status with them.
Yeah.
But what can they say? This the nigga with the 200 M's.
Like, oh, John Morant, that nigga hard. That nigga draw down on you. That nigga ain't with that bullshit. That nigga don't play. That nigga
he took that shit.
He be holding his strap. Like, he with this shit. Like, we
don't
bust with us. Like,
don't let the NBA fool you. That's what he want niggas to say about him.
Bro.
He want niggas to say, don't let the NBA fool y'all. That nigga, he be toting.
Yeah, that's terrible, bro.
It is, because he has the chance to be such an impactful player and make so much money through sponsorships and everything with the league for the next 20 plus years. You see what I'm saying? And so waste it all on trying to portray this image that a lot of guys who live in that lifestyle would love to trade their lifestyle.
Right, facts. Because these niggas most likely in prison right now.
Right.
I know a nigga right now in prison who would love to be John Morant.
Who should have been where that nigga is. Could have been
John Morant.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who you talking about.
But he was out here doing this type of shit, what you doing, and it lead to other shit. And you feel me? Like, that's not, bruh. John Morant, you got to do better, bruh. People look up to you like, this ain't no slight. Nigga, I used to do the shit. What you doing? You feel me? Like, but nigga, you got to know better. You got to know better. You know better. And when you know better, you got to do better, dog.
All right,
you got
T.
people looking up to you.
We got to talk to T, though, now. We went at y'all, T.
T, you his daddy. You come
T,
on, man.
What you doing, T? You too busy trying to portray Usher. Stop trying to act like an Usher doppelganger. Talk to your boy.
That's even worse.
He gonna mess up the bag.
For the whole family.
Come on, bro. You missed your opportunity so you could, you know what I'm saying, put him on. You said that. Don't let him throw it away now. You live vicariously through him. You know what I'm saying? T was at home.
Gotta be.
T was at home.
Gotta be. Hey, man, you gotta be.
Did what he seen T doing.
Yeah,
he seen T rolling blunts and acting wild. He seen T doing that. He seen
T. I don't know what he saw T doing.
He rolling up blunts and acting wild, boy.
I don't know what he saw.
You know he seen T acting wild like this.
But he wasn't doing that until he got all his money.
Nah, he seen T acting like this. T was like, y'all ever seen Minister Society? Remember when he seen that daddy goddamn splash that man in the living room or in the dining room?
Who?
On Minister Society.
Oh yeah.
He was like, Tat, what the fuck?
Oh,
after nah, that's what he seen. That's what Josh seen. T doing that. That's what he seen. T was slapping niggas in the kitchen, y'all.
In a nice neighborhood.
Man, T was slapping niggas in the kitchen, bruh. And that's where it all started.
I don't know about
T can't be slapping T. You gotta talk to your boy, bruh. He can't throw away the bag now. You work too hard, bruh. You used to play with Ray Allen in high school. Don't lose this. It's your opportunity right here. This is just as much as your opportunity as it is Ja. This is one of them times where it's okay to be like living through your son aggressively. You can grab him by the horns and nobody gonna be upset with you now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can act a little bit entitled. Act like that's a little bit of your money too. So you just gotta.
That's your son.
That's why you gotta put that. That's why it's good to have that junior name on there.
I know my son. Shit, I'm gonna be telling his ass all the time when he fuck up. I don't give a fuck how old you is. You 25, you fucking up. I'm gonna let you know, son.
Yeah.
Fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Cause somebody gotta tell you.
Yeah, somebody gotta tell you.
That's how you know. If you don't nobody tell you, nigga, you might not even know.
If people make your decisions, if it's some people out there that think your decisions is okay, and that's the people that you hang with every day.
Yeah, nigga, that's a problem.
Right.
That's a problem, bro. That's a straight up problem. So, yeah, man, I don't know.
Let's get into this Michael B. corny shit, man. Y'all tell the people what happened, man.
I mean, shit, I'm pretty sure everybody heard about this shit. Basically, he was doing a little red carpet for the Creed 3 movie. And just so happened that one of the people who's out there interviewing is one of his old classmates, and it's a lady. And
it's a lady.
It is. It's a lady.
I forgot her name. She's actually pretty popular.
Yeah, she is actually pretty popular. And you know, she was like, hey, you know, she introduced her, whatever. It's like, yeah, we go way back, and he hit her with the like back when he used to call me Corny, right? The Corny kid, right?
Not too bad for the corny kid, huh?
Yeah, like say some little shit like that, and she was like, oh, I didn't used to call you Corny, and that was another person, another classmate, but, you know, we all used to joke on each other. Then she say some shit like that.
He had his headshots. She used to bring his headshots to school or something like that, so
yeah,
they tried to, like, clown my boy for having the headies, you know. But I think it was an art school, so it doesn't make sense. I would think all y'all would have headshots, right?
I mean, I don't know.
This nigga was on the wire when he was in fucking high school.
Yeah, so I don't know. They just nigga, but bro was just acting real.
How much shit can they talk about?
Bro was just acting real salty in the interview, like, yeah, bitch, you used to call me Courtney. Like, he was kind of being short, but he kept giving her this little look, like the whole interview, like, I don't know. It was. I
think we have to be honest. The reason why Michael B gets the shit that he was getting about this. It's for one reason only. He fucks white women. Because
black women
but everybody know that shit didn't really get what y'all think niggas was really believing. Niggas wasn't really believing that relationship. I thought the shit was him and Lori Harvey.
So Lori Harvey was the only black chick he fucked with. I don't know
publicly,
Michael Jordan rap sheet.
Publicly, yes. That's the only black woman he's ever fucked with publicly. And what I even said they should.
She's a celebrity herself.
Well, they were saying that because
she's a dating celebrity.
Yeah, she dates celebrities.
Yeah,
she's a celebrity dater.
Yeah. She'll help boost your profile if you need it.
She's a celebrity.
But like you said, they say he was getting a lot of hate that he was been known to only date white women, and he kind of got lumped into that, and that was a way that they kind of just was like, nah, you know, look at him, he's with a black queen right there. He doesn't like it, and then they broke up. Honestly, I thought the shit was staged early because she signed like 2 deals or something right when it was announced they was a couple. Like she signed an acting deal
Lori
and all
Harvey.
That stuff. Yeah, Lori Harvey
She ain't been in a movie yet.
Yeah, so it was clearly some shit was going on where it was in the works of her.
Move.
Yeah, industry move coming on. Like I said, there was stuff going on. I'm not mad at my boy. You know what I'm saying? He might have really got the hit. You know, so that's
I'm not
gonna
bad. Say it got anything to do with his dating color, but I think it was just kind of corny. I mean, I think he could have handled it differently. Like, you could still do that, but keep it cool. Like, I don't know. He kind of did give off a little kind of salty vibes. But, like, a nigga like me, I would have said something, too. But I would have been a little more cool with it, I guess. But, shit, I done had motherfuckers say shit to me. Like, I've seen a motherfucker I haven't seen since middle school or high school. And be like, oh, what's up? And they're like, what's up, man? You know, like, yeah, nigga, you used to pick on me. Like,
you was a bully, huh?
I used to talk shit to everybody.
I work with, and I'm not going to disclose her name, I work with someone, right? Back when we was going to the office way before COVID, right? She got the job after me. And when she started, she told me, hey, you used to pick on me.
In high school or
I used to speak to her. She said, oh, now you're speaking to me? Because you used to pick on me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, pick on you? Like, I don't remember picking on anybody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't picking on you. You see what I'm saying? I might make a joke.
Yeah, I might just be
but I ain't picking on you. I guess that's picking, though.
That's picking now that you think about it, I guess. But it wasn't like, this couldn't have been an everyday.
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm thinking.
And if
like,
it was, that'd be cool. Like, we all joked around. That's what we do. We in high school. We in middle school. We kids. We joke.
Did she say, like, what kind of thing you picked on her about, or Cause I mean,
I don't have various.
I couldn't remember what she used to say. I think she had braces, and I used to call her. She said railroad mouth or some shit like that.
That don't even sound like you.
I know. That's what
that don't even sound like you. Maybe she would have said brace face.
I remember her friend well.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, if that was your friend, there's no reason why I would have picked on you. You see what I'm saying?
I can see that if that was her friend and you may have been trying to talk to her friend.
Nah,
I was gonna say I can see you trying to talk to her friend. Nah. Then I can see where she may have been trying to, you know how girls be trying to block, and then you clown the girl for trying to block you.
Yeah.
Now I can see where that can be misconstrued in that fashion. But I wouldn't imagine you cutting railroad. That doesn't even seem like.
Yeah, that's not me. I was trying to
brace face maybe. I can see you getting off a brace face in high school, but not a railroad mouth.
Nah, man, I used to just talk shit to people, just joke around. Like, it was never.
But you got to think about niggas perceive that totally different than others.
Yeah, I think that Michael B, though, in this situation, there is some. You can call her out. You know what I'm saying? That's what she used to do, but you don't have to again go at it because you are Michael B. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, you won.
You up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you can give her a good interview.
Right. That's what I'll say. That's how I would have.
That's how you can. Yeah, that's how you can approach her. This your first time, like, cause he know who he done seen her too now.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? He just ain't never ran into her.
And he didn't have to even interview her because you know at the red carpet they mostly walk past black media.
And that's exactly why he should have just hit her with a comment and then interviewed her because they are from the same place and they both made it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now he up, but she in a good situation for her career. She here interviewing you on the red carpet of your movie. You know what I'm saying? She doing what she do.
Right.
So
I mean, I think at the end of the day, I felt like he wasn't trying to be aggressive or mean to her. From what I gathered, I felt like he was just trying to let her, you know, hey, you see where I'm at. You know, I think about being corny because I've been called corny often. I think it's about your intent. When you go in with the intent to have a certain outcome, you're trying to be funny. You're trying to get a laugh from people. That's when most of the time you get the corny label. And when you're an entertainer, that's kind of what you are trying to do. You know, you're trying to go after those laughs, trying to get that, and sometimes it can come off flat or corny. So, I mean, I get that whole idea from him. I think we got to stop pushing it in a way where we kind of blame and make guys look bad for following that kind of footstep because, like we said, the alternative, you get a nigga like Ja Morant going crazy. Or you can at least get a nigga who, at least like he got his mind right when it comes to
he's going crazy because he fake kicking it.
You hit a fucking kid, young. So that's why I mean he's going crazy.
If nobody got a video on it, that shit is all allegedly.
I did say allegedly when we first talked about it, but I mean, shit. I mean, and they did say that the nigga's mom has a history of filing lawsuits, so I mean, you can't bring that up too. But, nigga, at the end of the day, bro, like you shouldn't even be talking about hitting a kid.
At him,
okay, well then you don't have to put brand. The thing is like, bro,
you don't have to
got
go
a
get
gun.
a gun.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
Why are you in a position that they at your house?
Yeah, well, potentially this kid was, and we're going back to this, but he was a kid who's pretty prominent basketball player in the state, and so he was just getting some run at Josh spot.
Yeah, so. He was cooking them. He wasn't just getting no run. He was out there.
He probably gave Josh some buckets.
He was giving Josh work.
He said this nigga like one of the top niggas in Memphis, right?
In the area, he was he was kind of high.
That's the only reason why Ja was in there upset.
Right.
He could have brought Ja could have been having a bad day, but he was working
on. Why they on the internet is because they don't have no cameras.
And he was at his house, or is at his house so the cameras is not leaving my house unless I give it out. Right. You know? So I mean, but
I mean like the Michael B. Jordan shit. I don't think was. It's like, it don't have to be to that extreme. Like, it don't have to be, you either gonna get a Michael B. Jordan or you gonna get a Ja Morant. Like me and Prime said, it was a cool way to handle it where you could get your shit off and still goddamn fuck with her. At the end of the day, y'all still smile and joke around, and she gonna be like, damn, okay, bro, really cool as fuck. You feel me? Like, but just the fact that how he like played her with it, it just still came off as corny. And that's why Joe Budden said it was corny, because Joe Budden corny.
Yeah. I mean, he takes the corny, no corny.
Yeah. Corny, no corny.
Joe Budden corny as fuck.
I remember one of the funniest. Well,
that's why you like Joe Budden.
I fuck with Joe Budden. But, I mean, it's just like anything. AA meetings aren't ran by people who are sober. They ran by people who are ex-addicts. So, you're going to be able to identify that kind of behavior better than anybody else. So, it makes sense. Let's see what else we got to get into. Y'all seen Keke Palmer?
Nah, you need to tell me about this. What's this Elliott Wilson Young Nudie shit?
Oh, Elliott Wilson. Okay, so Elliott Wilson just did a recent interview.
Who is Elliott Wilson?
He's a hip hop interview. He does like Rap Radar and all that shit.
Okay.
Kind of with Tidal. He's kind of like one of those people, but he's an older guy.
Okay.
And I just he dropped a recent interview where he was talking to Young Nudie. And if y'all not familiar with Young Nudie, he's a Atlanta rapper. Yeah, he like fairly proper around here. Yeah. Shit. He's fairly popular locally.
He 21 Savage cousin?
Yeah, that's what they say.
So he basically
21 got locked up for that ice shit. They say Young Nudie was his cousin and he was with him.
But Nudie's basically been a kind of an underground. He's been growing his following, but he hasn't necessarily had that one yet that's really put him into main notice. It just was weird seeing Elliott Wilson do this interview, and it's maybe my gripe with media in general and how we kind of had these old guys talking to certain content for too long, but it kind of felt like kind of like he was going to the zoo type shit, and he was trying to look at these guys doing this right here. Was like, bro, you're not even from that, you're not part of that, and it takes away from the experience a little bit. Like, I don't know if y'all remember Zach TV.
Yeah.
Like, Zach TV was really from Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, and he was out there talking to them folks, and
so it kind of like he was in his habitat.
He knew he actually had a real connection. I just feel like after a certain degree, bro, like you don't have that. Like, I would love an Elliott Wilson, Jay-Z, T.I., older acts, 2 Chainz interview. When I'm watching this one, I'm just like, bro, you just seem like it feel exploitative a little bit. Like, it feel like you ain't really part of this. And I don't know, bro. Like, Elliott just they gotta kind of open up. I feel like we need to start working on a brand of media that gives people more opportunities. Because I would love to see somebody maybe younger than us who in this media shit get an opportunity from Rap Radar and all them to get that push and do an interview. Because they was right down the street at the one of the Texaco shit, on Boulder Crest or something. Yeah. So they was out there, like, it's really dope to kind of give folks them kind of opportunities. And I just feel like it was just a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
to do that.
I don't know who Elliott Wilson is. I didn't know about the interview, but I saw you had it on here. I'm like, what the fuck? So you say you was gonna tell me. I'm okay, but I have to look into the interview and see, what it was about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't nothing major. It was just like
I know that's just because Young Nudie just dropped his little shit. His,
now check that shit out though. I fuck with Nudie. I know some people who do business with him.
Music. It's a little vulgar. It's a little vulgar music.
It's on the aggressive end.
It's good shit to lift weights to. Good shit to hit the weight room with. Good weight room music.
All right, so man, y'all saw this shit with Chris Rock?
Man, I saw a snippet of it. I mean, I tried to watch the show with my girl, and we just couldn't get jiggy with it. It wasn't that funny. It was kind of more so just like a little monologue. Mm-hmm. Like, it wasn't. I mean, he had little parts that caused you to laugh, but for the most part,
it was a stand-up special, right?
Yeah, okay. But it was a stand-up special, but it was just like let's listen to Chris Rock and see what he got to say about getting slapped.
How long was it?
That's the only reason why I watched it.
Because you wanted him talking.
When he want to talk about getting smacked, I want to hear him talk about getting smacked. Right? Like, what's up with that, bro? Like, what's up?
Why was you okay with that, nigga?
Yeah, like that's what I need to hear.
No, yeah. I thought it was very weird. Like, I saw some of the jokes that was being talked about before it came out, where he was like, "I watched Emancipation just so I could see him get whipped." I thought that was a pretty solid joke. I'm not gonna be mad. As a fan of comedy and of the art in and of itself, I thought that was a pretty solid joke.
Is that what he said?
Wow.
Yeah, that was one of the jokes he said.
I watched that movie the other day.
He said, "I watched Emancipation just to see if you get the nigga get whipped." Like, that's a good. Come on, that's a good joke. I think the reason why Chris Rock isn't really kind of coming off like he's winning in this one is because, honestly, his comedy was the black guy talking to white guys.
Talking about Chris Rock?
Yeah. A lot of his comedy is a black guy talking to a white guy, and that's where a lot of that humor comes from.
Funny.
I mean,
Chris Rock used to talk to
it's not going to age.
Talk to black folks, too.
That it is a white it's a brand of white comedy that has a black face to it. That's what I feel like. That's why it doesn't come to. Because this nigga Q said he don't like Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle's funny.
But Dave Chappelle is in that similar vein of Chris Rock about being.
Dave Chappelle is more of an irony. Like,
that shit not funny. That shit silly.
He hit you with that.
And even with the earlier shit, like, he didn't watch the Chappelle show.
He hit you with that ironic
that
funny.
Shit silly.
This nigga said silly.
Like,
you know who I think is silly? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart to me is silly. Like
his last one wasn't bad though.
No, but
Kevin
like he's
Hart
not a
is
funny guy. To me, he's silly. Like he just look funny. He do little funny things, and
he has done that. He has. I know what he's talking about.
He has that, but
I'll say he like changed his voice.
If you just
like
listen to him,
he is silly to
people,
me.
Like
he is silly to me though.
Nah, he's funny.
Like Dave Chappelle is funny. Dave Chappelle hit you with a joke.
Dave Chappelle
might hit you with like a 3-minute joke.
Extra shit. I want to pistol you, creating all those.
That's a skit though. That's a different show. Because he didn't like the show either.
His stand up is different. No, Dave Chappelle's show was amazing.
I've never met someone who had
Chappelle's show was like changed the fucking TV comedy.
You remember when Faison Love said that black niggas didn't fuck with Chappelle? Him and Dub agreed with that shit. They said no. They was like, yeah, I've never felt like he was black comedy.
Dave Chappelle was funny, bro. Dave Chappelle was nothing but black comedy.
I've said that. Dub and Q were the first black people I ever heard say they didn't fuck with Q and Faison Love. But they say they didn't fuck with Dave Chappelle. I've heard a lot of women say they don't fuck with Dave Chappelle, which I could understand.
That shit's not
his
funny.
Jokes are a lot long. Like his jokes
it's
are
a longer. They take more build up.
Right. It's a story. It's like all his jokes are stories. Like he's telling you, and then it's an irony that you gotta get. Like it's funny, bro.
He's funnier now than what he was on all that shit growing up.
No, that shit growing up.
I mean, there's some merit to what he's saying because he didn't even like the comedy he was doing beforehand. That's why he left, because he felt like he was
bigger than
laughing at black people instead of
exactly what he was doing.
Instead of feeling like he was getting making everyone laugh.
Right.
He was making people laugh at black people. So I mean, there is some merit to that. What Keywan's saying.
Yeah, on the Chappelle show, he was laughing at black people, but once he got off of there and started doing more stand-ups, it was more so making everybody laugh.
That shit not funny. Like I said, he's funnier now. He is funnier now.
But Mike Epps. Mike Epps is funny. Mike Epps is funny. But Mike Epps is like silly.
Let's get back to the Chris Rock though.
But yeah, Chris Rock is funny because there's some Chris Rock stand-up.
Oh yeah, he's some legendary jokes.
Bigger, blacker.
The niggas and black people jokes is a legend. That's that's classic.
Chris Rock, man, he has some funny stand-ups, but this shit right here, it wasn't that funny. I didn't even finish
because his shit. Yeah, me neither. His shit is right now. His shit is tarnished because of the Will Smith. So maybe I have to sit down and watch it to see if he can earn some respect back. You know what I'm saying? But right now it's, oh man, we can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to put a stamp on that. Netflix did.
Netflix knew that the people was gonna watch that shit.
Yeah.
No, that was crazy. He went at Jada kind of hard too. Like he was going at Jada.
Well, he went at Jada extra hard. Like
talking about you was sucking the nigga dick and all this other shit.
You slapped me for this motherfucker. I'm finna really go at her ass about some shit that y'all done talked about some shit that's already public that everybody talked about. You can't get mad at me. The shit was called selective outrage.
I feel like
basically selective memory.
Yeah, I feel like there was some ground there where he was right. Where hey, you come at the wrong person for all that kind of aggression that was going on. Honestly though, the merit of the jokes, I can see where the criticism was coming from. I saw a lot of people criticizing the timing of it. I'm like, bro, do y'all know the art of comedy? Like, do y'all understand that these niggas go and practice these jokes and they do this that shit's not just gonna come out right after. It's gonna at least take a year for him to perfect it. And that was what I was disappointed in, was that after a year, the jokes weren't as layered. They were just like, I felt like that shit was something that you would come off at the top of your head. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about the August I seen the shit. Like you didn't even throw an August joke or something. Like could have been something in there where you used his name as a pun or something. Like I didn't get nothing in what I saw in regards to that. Like I love comedy where it's like, okay, I'm understanding exactly what you're saying, but you are bringing in the different elements of humor to it. Like, you could have brought in something about a movie he played. And, this nigga did some gay shit in the movie. Like, you could have brought some shit about that in the movie and kind of applied it to this. Like, now you acting like this nigga now, you know? Right. Like, anything. But it was just I didn't feel like it was layered enough to where it was worth. It just sounded like us riffing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's where I wouldn't like it. It just sounded like regular niggas talking about some shit that happened. Like, if a nigga was talking about, when a nigga hit me and we was laughing about that shit.
Yeah.
So...
No, I feel you. It was pretty plain. It wasn't what I was expecting from Chris Rock. I'm thinking Chris Rock finna go in like the old Chris Rock,
pull some shit that maybe we wasn't aware of.
Yeah, I'm thinking he finna
talk about a story. I thought we was at least gonna get a story about when they did the Fresh Prince together.
Bro, I'm thinking bro finna go the fuck in, but he didn't.
Y'all watch Bel Air? Y'all watch Bel Air on
Man,
Peacock?
nah, but I've been hearing about that shit.
Really?
But I've been hearing about that shit.
I honestly feel like that shit is your stilo.
They say it's good though. They say it's real dramatized.
Yeah, it's real. It's a drama.
Like on coke and shit.
To me, that seems like exactly up your alley. Like they got all the shit in there. The women in there is attractive. Like the niggas out there get fly.
I shouldn't get into it, but I just. I watched the first couple of episodes of the first season. I ain't really watched it since.
It wasn't what you was expecting.
I'm gonna watch it.
It wasn't what you was expecting.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I really forget about it. You see what I'm saying?
Do y'all watch BMF?
Nah, I haven't watched BMF.
I watch BMF.
BMF is straight. BMF do be having some little.
What I like.
BMF be having a little. BMF be having a little story hoes. Yeah, power. That shit good. I haven't. Bro, I'm not the Snowfall nigga. I'm one of the niggas who haven't really. I
watched that shit too, but
I haven't really. I watched Snowfall, but I haven't watched Snowfall like I watched.
You haven't watched this season?
Like I watched.
No, I haven't.
I'm up to date on this. This season is not bad. This season a lot better than the last season. Not bad.
I watched. I gotta watch it all at once. So
it's a lot of the implications of their actions is going on in this season of Snowfall. So that's why I really fuck with it because it's like, all right, the chickens are coming to roost.
But you don't watch BMF.
No, I don't watch it. But it's on Stars, right?
Yeah, you don't have Stars.
I don't do Stars.
Why you don't fuck with Stars?
I don't know. Just I've never been on like the high like HBO. I fuck with, but that was only the one like Stars.
You watch Power?
I didn't watch Power. No.
Oh my god!
I've never watched Power. No.
What the fuck?
I never. Power
is great, bro.
I've never doubted that. I've never doubted that.
Like watching that shit from the first season, you're like, whoa! Like watching how this shit go along and how like the kids get older and.
I think one day I'm a binge watch it.
His daddy.
I think one day I'm a binge watch it and kind of go through it. But it never really struck with me.
That Tommy shit is straight too. It started off kind of slow.
They need another season. They only got one season of it.
Yeah, I think the new one gonna come out soon. But that new Tariq season about to come out.
A lot of that TV shit didn't win a lot of different. Like honestly, we're about to see kind of the decline in the quality of television that we're watching.
I don't even really watch TV.
You're not missing out. But as people who do, it's gonna be a lot because you got to think about it. Everything's going to streaming, and nobody's trying to pay crazy amounts of money for streaming. You only want to pay at least at the most $10, $15. You know what I'm saying for streaming. So what do you think? What they're gonna do is give you like you got Tubi who's free, and you got niggas posting their movies on Tubi like. It's crazy content. Like, I seen this one chick where she had her knee up, acting like she was pregnant, to try to act like, you know what I'm saying, for the shot. So it's like you seeing like low res content being put out because for one thing, niggas need content, and second,
it's free.
Yeah, it's gonna be free, and so that's what I'm saying. We're gonna be in a big decline. Like even Disney has stopped a lot of this shit they've been doing because. Bob Iger's back in power. And he's kind of one of the people who's a little penny pincher. So if you've seen, I don't know if y'all noticed, like a lot of Marvel movies have been pushed back. Like it's gonna be a lot of changes in TV, bro. Like it's not gonna be this high quality. Like we're gonna get one good show probably every 5 years. It's gonna be like one really good show every 5 years.
I don't watch this shit no way. This should be some bullshit. I watch a few shows and that's it. I mostly watch a lot of documentaries. Bro, I just watched the documentary about the Alex Murdaugh shit.
Oh, man.
Dog, the Netflix Alex Murdaugh documentary is nuts.
It's crazy.
That's the dude who just killed his wife and his son, right?
Yes, and then try to fake his own, like somebody tried to
get a hitman
try to get a hitman and kill him and didn't work or some shit. I don't know.
Like rich people love doing that. You heard about Angelina Jolie did that too?
The nigga kids was out here killing folks. They was killing folks. They fucking nanny of 20 years mysteriously fell down the stairs.
He tried to say that she hit her head on something.
Say she tripped over the dogs and fell down the brick stairs in front of the house. There was a gay dude who his oldest son, Buster Murdoch, was reportedly messing with, and the whole town kind of knew about it. So this dude ended up dead in the middle of the road, the gay dude. And then the boy Paul, the son who his daddy ended up killing, or I guess it's confirmed now due to the conviction.
He got life.
But yeah, he got into a boating accident and killed his best friend girlfriend.
Yo, this is going to be the best Netflix drama ever. Like that, I promise you. Yeah, when they try to serialize this and make this into a fucking like drama, like this shit is gonna get like he's gonna get paid.
That fucking thing.
His commissary is gonna be straight. You gotta
watch that shit. It's like 3 episodes. That shit is good because I didn't really know exactly what I was.
And that's what we're gonna see a lot more too. That kind of content too, because it's cheaper to make and there's nobody got to pay for that.
Yeah, I didn't know about everything. Like I knew the dude killed his son and his wife, but I didn't know about the son and the son and the gay dude and the housekeeper, the maid.
Yeah, I didn't know about the housekeeper
till
today.
About the son and the boating accident. The son was drunk as fuck. DUI, bro. Used to get drunk, like, bro. Just watch it, bro.
Bro, it's like crazy. This shit is so
These
normal,
white folks
bro.
had so much power. Everything they did was getting swept up under the rug. These folks getting away with murder, literally killing folks, doing whatever, doing anything. This nigga stealing millions of dollars from his law firm.
He had a life insurance policy on the maid.
He had a life insurance policy on the maid. This nigga collected like $4-point-something million and didn't get a family nothing. Didn't get a maid family nothing, nigga.
So I'm saying, bro, that's why I be so critical. Like when y'all be trying to say like, oh, why you be talking pocket watching niggas and shit like that? This is why. Cause corruption, my nigga. And like niggas are horrible.
They had people in the damn government and shit, bro. Like the gay dude, when the gay dude shit happened, Buster Murdoch, his uncle ended up taking the case. Boom, ruled this shit as a hit and run. Man, they
like changing the whole fucking idea of what existed.
The son's still out. They talking about they gonna get the son next.
The other son.
The oldest son. You know,
he had multiple. Died. He said he killed the other son.
No, the daddy killed the son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Alex killed a son and his wife. And then he tried to get a hitman to shoot him or whatever.
Yeah, and then now his oldest son, people saying they trying to get him for the death of the gay dude.
Yeah, like you definitely know you done did some shit when you trying to get a hitman to kill you.
Yeah,
like. That's what they say Angelina Jolie was trying to do. She tried to get a hitman to kill her because she didn't want her family to like feel bad if she killed herself.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, she said that shit's crazy.
She said that?
Yeah, she said that in an interview.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't think women think about when they say shit like that. Do you not know that's going back on your husband? Yeah. That's going back on the men that loved you?
Pitt.
Huh?
Brad
Pitt or fucking what's the other nigga? Billy Bob Thornton. Like, bro, like you can't just have a nigga just off you who's gonna try to protect his innocence. I mean, his freedom. Nigga, that's gonna go back to the people you care about. That's some Gone Girl shit. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Like that's some Gone Girl shit. You can't do that. It's coming right back to the husband. Like I don't know why she thought that people would be okay with that unless they did like a car accident and made it just like a real like this is so random. No way. Like you can't fucking do that. Like. That was nuts. I thought that was crazy.
That Murdoch shit, if y'all haven't seen it, watch that shit on Netflix. It's fucking good.
And speaking of a different Murdoch, Rupert Murdoch, your boy, man. Like, so
no, it's not my boy.
No, that's y'all niggas. Y'all can't run from that.
It's not my boy.
Y'all are the MAGAs.
Who is y'all?
Both of y'all. Y'all are MAGAs.
I'm not MAGAs, bro.
Y'all are MAGA. Y'all MAGA Key and MAGA WAP. Don't do that.
What you talking about?
Y'all MAGA Key and MAGA WAP.
Who?
So you know who Rupert Murdoch is?
No.
He's like a Republican.
He's like the Republican overlord. Like this nigga is the owner of Fox. Like the Fox. Have you ever watched what's that movie? The show Succession. So there's a show on HBO called Succession where it's about this guy who's a media mogul, and that's basically Rupert Murdoch. Like Rupert literally fucking started Fox. He's basically like the conservative king. Like he pushes all this kind of agenda, and he got exposed. This nigga 91 year old. He got exposed recently for giving Trump like ads and stuff that Biden and them was gonna put out before this. So he was getting information, and they was out there lying about a lot of the shit too that they was putting out on Fox and shit. Like he literally just got exposed. It was like a few days ago. It was like this big expose that just came out about it. Like niggas don't care because
I didn't hear about that.
But
shit.
This nigga Rupert Murdoch is a fucking monster. This nigga, y'all see that nigga who was flexing at the Super Bowl? Nigga flexing. Nigga, this is my fucking station. Like this is y'all on my channel, nigga. Going hard.
I mean, I don't support that shit. I don't support
that's your man's, bro. Y'all love
I don't
Trump.
support corruption
Trumpito.
of any time, any kind, anytime. I don't support the corruption.
I just call it business on another level. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Like, I really want you to watch the Rupert Murdoch documentary on HBO Max.
No, I'll check it out.
Like, that shit, like, when you look at the shit.
Max, so I can watch
this nigga right here, young. Like, really, the shit that this nigga's been accused of and was doing, bro, like, this shit is so fucking dark. Like, changing documents of people who complaints on his fucking what was the shit? I think it was resorts or something he was running. People was getting violated at his resorts and stuff. Like, it's just wild shit that this nigga's been a part of. And it's just like, yo, Rupert Murdoch, I don't know how this nigga's been able to survive this long. He's one of the perfect examples of, like, evil doesn't die. Like, because he's been so fucking corrupt, like, that's why he's lived as long as he lived. That's the only reason.
He just got a lot of money, man.
A lot of niggas got a lot of money, and they end up dying of a heart attack. This nigga, no. This nigga survives. This nigga bounced back like it ain't nothing. Hey, evil nigga, bro.
I have to check that out. I haven't seen that.
All right, man. What else we got on the docket, man? Y'all niggas got anything y'all trying to get into? We got Zendaya. We got Keke Palmer.
Talk about none of that shit.
Y'all ain't hear about Zendaya though?
Yeah, I heard about the $1 million.
I'm pissed off about that though. I don't really like that.
Yeah, I don't think she should get $1 million.
My problem is this.
That's what it's worth.
I mean, I'm not worried about what he's negotiating.
The show making money.
My problem is this though.
You're right.
My problem is this though. She doesn't get naked on the show. Have y'all ever watched it? No, okay, let me get to my point, though. She doesn't get naked on the show.
This nigga want nudity.
No, it's not about what I want from nudity from her. She doesn't get naked on the show, right? She is the only one who doesn't. She's the only one who hasn't gotten naked on the show out of all the girls. So when you have that kind of rule, what are you saying about getting nude on there? Are you saying you're above that? So then that's what you're saying, the women that do that are beneath you. So that's why I just think it's weird that you...
The women that's in the movie are beneath her because of who she is.
Yeah, but they're also the ones putting in most to lose. They the ones that got their fucking titties and shit all out.
And exactly, if you want me to put my titties out more, you're going to have to pay me $1 million.
Man, and she still ain't putting her titties out this $1 million. She is family friendly, bro. I'm not mad at her for being family friendly. I'm mad at you for getting a show that's not. And then you being the only one. Like, bro, they had a whole scene where they stripped everybody in the scene butt naked but her. She's the drug addict in the episode. The other folks wasn't. She should be the one butt ass naked. That's what it takes away from the believability of the show. When I'm sitting here, the drug addict is the one who ain't naked, who ain't getting assaulted, who ain't having all this shit done to them. Like, that's who happens to in real life. So for you to do that, it just, like, bro, you're not, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like,
no, I can feel
it romanticizes a lot of that bullshit. It honestly plays at a little bit of pedophilia because a lot of folks had watched her grow up from a young girl and she's playing a young girl in this and are kind of, using that like, oh, let me get a little shoulder action and all that. They're trying to play into that nasty kind of shit. So it's like, I wish that she just would have just not did the show. Like, if you're not going to go hard with it, if you're not going to go Daniel Radcliffe and fucking Broadway with it, don't do it. I probably didn't get that joke.
I feel you.
That's a nigga who played Harry Potter. That nigga did butt ass naked on Broadway, like frontal, like showed his dick and everything on Broadway. Shit was wild.
He must have got paid a lot.
But let's get into the big shit, man. House of Hypocrites, man. Let the people know what happened, man. Tell them people about House of Hypocrites.
House of Hypocrites. This guy, I think, how old was he? Like 28 years
27.
old? 27-year-old dude on Instagram who basically just had his 15 minutes of fame on IG for coming out basically saying a bunch of shit that was a harsh reality. You know what I'm saying? Of when you fucking with a nigga who don't give a fuck about nothing, who's basically telling you he's irresponsible. Basically, the dude was on there saying he got 7 kids, 7 baby mamas. He don't take care of none of them. He don't fuck with none of the kids. Don't fuck with the baby mamas. Like, he wasn't in love with them. It was just some one night stand type shit. He raw dogged them, nutted in them. Told him I don't want the baby. Told him I don't want to be a dad. Told him all this shit. They decided to have the kids anyway. He not fucking with it. Long story short, he don't give a damn. He irresponsible. He with the bullshit. He like, fuck it. Like, y'all shouldn't have been fucking me.
Sounds like a very good point right there. I saw the video, bro. Like, the nigga had a lot of good points when it comes down to it. He admitted that he was irresponsible. He said, I'm not out here being mindful of what I'm doing. Like, he just said, I'm raw dogging these women. He probably not getting tested. He probably not out here knowing his status.
Just said he just found out about a vasectomy.
He just learned
3 days ago after he made the videos. He didn't know what that was, and he said he still wasn't getting one.
I just think that it's very interesting, a lot of the blowback that he was getting, and we had a pretty interesting dialogue.
How was the blowback interesting though?
Because I feel like it comes into question, what do we believe? and then ask a real question of, okay, if we think that it's my body, my choice, what are the implications of that? What am I responsible for when I say it's my body, my choice?
From a woman aspect?
Yeah, that's the ones who say
it. Well, let's just say from a woman and a man's aspect, Rhetoric. We're going to go around. You know, it's only 3 of us here. It shouldn't take long. My body, my choice. From a man and woman's perspective, what does that mean to you?
From a woman's perspective, it means if it's my body, I have the choice of saying I'm going to use my womb for what I want to use my womb for. If I don't want to use it at all, I will terminate any pregnancies. I will put any chemicals. I will put any objects into my body that will stop me from.
See, I disagree.
Okay.
I think it means the same thing for both men and women. If this is the term that we're using, because it's not genderalized, does it?
Reason why I did that is because our bodies do something different.
It's my body. I do whatever I want to, regardless of how many tattoos I want to put on it, regardless if I want to go get surgery and alter something on my body, regardless if I want to work out. It's my body, my choice. Whatever I want to eat. Right. That's how I look at it when you say that. I don't think that it necessarily talks to the womb.
Well, I was just using the reproduction because it was. I was using that just because that was the gist of what we were kind of talking about. But what you're correct, it is in the grand scheme of it is your body. You consume and put what you want into it, what you want. But you're also accountable for what you do. So if I smoke cigarettes and I get lung cancer, now it's my fault. Now I have to take accountable of that. Right. Now I have to live this life of either making adjustments to what I do or take these medicines and pills so that I can stay alive longer. Like those are the accountability that comes from that. Right. And the big point that he was basically saying is I don't get pregnant. When I nut in a girl, nothing happens to me.
No.
That's what he was saying.
And that right there is where he is wrong. Because that is the decision. Women ain't getting pregnant by themselves.
They don't.
That's true.
They don't get pregnant by themselves.
It's the number one factor. It picks the gender. Mm-hmm. It's the number one factor. When you make that decision to nut in them, that is your decision. Anything that comes with that decision after that, you have to accept. You have to accept. And that is your decision. After that point, it is out of our control.
Right. I agree with that.
From there, you can't say, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. No, you can't do that. I feel like
you can say that, but that don't mean shit.
Yeah,
it don't matter.
I feel like this.
You just complaining.
Right. My thing is this. The law only requires, by law, and this is just the law. The law only requires him to be a financial supporter. The law does not require him to be a quote-unquote father.
We understand that.
So that's what I'm saying. So in his accountability, no. And the reason why I say that is because the accountability standpoint, and fuck you. The thing I stand that is the accountability standpoint is that if he just pays child support on those children, that is his accountability.
He's not even choosing to do that.
Then okay, but he's gonna go to jail then. If the women move forward and do what they need to do, he'll go to jail for that. But again, that'll be another part of his being accounted. But the actual children being in this world is the woman. That is the woman who brought this child into this world. She knew she was pregnant.
No.
Yes, hold on. Let me finish. I'll let you finish. I'll let you talk. She brought the child into this world. She had the opportunity. He had 7 kids. Roe v. Wade just was last year where they just said that shit wasn't legit. So these kids was born around a time where this woman had the opportunity to terminate that said pregnancy.
She did have the opportunity.
And just like Dave Chappelle said, you know what I'm saying? If you got the right to kill it, they got the right to go away and abandon the shit.
But that's just what. Did you hear what I said?
I did. You as the man don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
And I agree with that. Nothing that I said that you agree. What I said, would you agree with that?
Anything that comes after the choice that you made to nut in her, you don't have control.
I understand.
That means the emotions are in her hands.
Right. Yeah. And the baby, the birth of the child is on her hands.
Emotions. That's what it's called. Because that's what that decision is made with. Because that's what.
Okay.
Emotions. So now the emotions are in her hand. Do she got enough emotions that are strong enough to get rid of it and move forward and can't mess with you? Or does her emotions say, that's not who I am, I'm going to have this baby and I'm going to do the right thing because this is what I choose?
Right.
Again.
I think I don't like putting that as the right thing. That's the thing you want to do.
No, it's not.
Bringing the baby to term is your choice. It's not the right thing. It's what you want to do.
I don't know.
No, it's right. It's what you want to do. Because if she has dreams and goals of something else, how is that not saying her that's not the right thing if she terminates the pregnancy so she can follow those things?
It's situational. It's situational.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. And at the end of the day, again, I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm not saying he shouldn't have to be somebody supportive of the child. What I'm saying is the truth of the matter is, at the end of the day, when you are a woman, you have the womb. So you make a decision that a child is brought into this world.
I agree with that.
And that's the bigger point of everything in regards to that, why this kid is going in. At the end of the day, if he says, hey, I don't want to be a daddy, and you know that while you're pregnant and you bring a child in the world, then you knowingly brought a child in this world that wasn't going to have a daddy. You knew that was going to be the case when he said that to you.
But see, and that's where we disagree. Because to me, you can't say that.
To me,
if you didn't want to be a daddy,
we know that's what's
that's your decision. You can't
we
make
thinking
decision.
we thinking with what's right. This nigga ain't.
He thinking with his dick.
He thinking
about biologically wise. Like
he thinking irresponsibly.
He treating women like adults.
And the reason why I put the whole shit in the group for us to discuss it is because y'all know me. We talk about shit all the time. Y'all know what my continuous stance has been about family, about being in your kids' lives, about teaching them to value themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because what we all talk about here is, what you do this and that, and it's all reactive. But in order to be proactive, we got to teach our kids not to be like this nigga, first of all.
True.
If we got sons. Second of all, if we got daughters, we got to teach our daughters how to spot a nigga like this, how to peep red flags, how to identify. Go back to what I talked about the last podcast.
When you make a mistake.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
What I talked about the last podcast was how to identify a good nigga, how to identify a good man. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas like this are out here, and we could be sitting up here saying, he don't need to have sex, and he irresponsible, and da-da-da. But we saying the same shit about him that he's saying about himself. He know this. The only way to stop it is for the women not to give this nigga no pussy. After the second, third, fourth baby mama, if you have a discussion with this little nigga long enough, you'll realize what kind of nigga he is, unless he just flat out straight up lying to you.
Right.
And if he just flat out straight up telling you some shit that don't align with what the fuck going on, maybe you might need to vet this nigga for a week.
Or you need to not be that as gullible.
Right. You need to vet this nigga.
Because at the end of the day, this come down to poor pussy management.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it come down to.
And dick discipline. Like, niggas are too. Niggas can't just be out here fucking anything. We got to be turning pussy down. Like, nigga was saying, these bitches ain't never asked me to put a condom on. Nigga, sometimes that might be what you know, like, okay, maybe I don't even need to hit this hoe, bro. This bitch ain't even looking for the rubber to come out. Like, she do this. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I sheet, you feel me? So now I'm going to be a little more hesitant. And you know what I'm saying? Niggas got to turn pussy down.
Let me ask you a question. So we did talk about what you said in regard to that. And what I want to ask the point is, now do we need to also start pushing it to a point? Because I'm a Roe v. Wade proponent. I feel like that should be something that's allowed for women and things. That should we be saying that, hey, y'all need to make sure that, if you are put into this situation, that y'all have the opportunity to be like, hey, this nigga's a loser. I don't need to be bringing his kids in this world.
I mean, I do feel like that does need to be an opportunity, but I also feel like there still has to be a level of accountability with it, where this can't be a reoccurring thing. You can't have had three losers get you pregnant, and you can't bring all three of these niggas babies in the world. Now it's a problem. Right. Now you have a decision-making problem. Okay, nigga caught you slipping one time. We got you, baby. We gonna take care of you.
If he paying for this shit, now that's
even it don't even matter. It's just
he's on a conservative shit where he don't even want the abortion to happen.
No, I'm not saying I don't want abortions to happen. I said that there needs to be some sort of regulation. There's no way we could just let people.
So after your third abortion, we just taking the uterus out?
No, after your third abortion, you can't get no more. Like, why?
So we gotta take the uterus out there.
No, not there. You just gonna start having these kids. Like, why have you had so many?
You 3 strikes and you out policy.
Why you got? You gotta have an exemption.
Hey yo, a 3-strike policy for abortions is sick, y'all.
I'm saying, bro, you gotta think about it, bro. At the end of the day, bro, you have a decision making problem. If you have to go through this same situation 3 times, one, either some shit is meant to be. 2, you make horrible decisions. You need to reevaluate what the fuck you doing.
I feel that. I'm not. maybe 4. I'm more of a 4 side. Let's give 4 people.
You can't just or 4. I'm not even putting a number on it myself. I'm just saying there need to be a number.
Right.
And if you go over this number, you got to get an exemption or a waiver or something like.
So if a chick told you
out here just getting abortions.
So if a chick told you this, she had 6 abortions, and
when you
asked her, and she said, "Why?" It's because my womb was for my husband. I was not gonna give a man my womb that wasn't my husband.
You gave a man your womb. This nigga done it in you.
But I'm saying he didn't. But no, she didn't. She didn't bring the term.
Put on a condom.
But the baby was conceived.
You could say that she was taking birth control pills,
so
she thought shit was straight. Okay, well, now we just explained that part. She was on birth control, but it didn't work.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell her like, yo, you really didn't save it for your husband because
she saved the womb.
No, you didn't. The womb has already had babies in it.
No, it didn't. It started the process of fertilization and was terminated.
Baby in there.
I feel like that's a little bit. That's kind of admirable if you ask me, young. Like if a chick's telling me, "Hey, the reason why I terminated this pregnancy was because my womb was for my husband." Like that's respectable.
No. I'm respecting a woman who say, I've never had any.
See, y'all be trying.
I've never had any type of.
This chick that went through the fire. Like this a chick that went through the fire for her husband. This other chick just talking.
What did you ask? I'm sorry.
How is she? She just talking. Listen, he said, would you? All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this: would you rather have a woman? Say you meet a chick, right? And this chick tell you, yeah, I don't have any kids, but I've had 6 abortions because I wanted to save my womb for my husband. And then you meet another chick and she's like, yeah, I've never had any pregnancy scares or nothing like that. Like I've never had.
See, I don't like it like that.
I never had anybody busting.
That's not the way we described it.
How did you describe it?
What we were saying was,
he said, would you take a bitch who say she had 6 abortions because she wanted to keep her womb?
Yeah, and I said the reason why I was like, this chick has been through the fire. Yeah, that's admirable.
I said
she went through the fire, young. She actually went through the procedure. She eliminated. She said, "No, I'm not doing this unless it's the nigga I love."
I'm taking a chick who,
of course, everybody would. I would do the same thing. Right, but I'm saying I still respect the chick who did do that. I still look at her as being admirable.
Ain't nobody saying disrespect her.
Hold on. I might change my answer. I might go with the chick with the 6 abortions because she might go through what it need to go through once I marry her. Like, she really out here for her husband. She out here really spinning shit for her husband. Like, that's the kind of chick that I kind of want. Like, that's the kind of chick that I kind of want. You know what I'm saying? She out here goddamn cleaning shit up for the man she love.
Yeah, but abortions cause women. If you got 6 abortions, you probably can't have kids no more.
That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. I'm not going to let you put that on the A.
I would rather have a chick who got the motherfucking the know-it-all, the motherfucking wisdom to not even get in those situations. Right. Like, I want the motherfucker like that.
That shit sounds sweet, but man, the birth control don't work the same way for everybody. The UID don't work the same for everybody, bro. Like, that shit, sometimes that shit don't spin the way it's supposed to, and niggas, it slip up. So I understand that, but if you see that you slipped up and you willing to go to the lengths to correct it, that's a down ass bitch.
Talking about the IUD.
Yeah, IUD. I said it wrong.
I'm over here thinking about that shit though.
IUD. My bad.
IUD.
Nah, bro. If she willing to spend shit for her womb and protect her womb, I respect that.
If she willing to protect it, she gonna let that nigga.
Yeah, but I just said reasons of where this shit can happen.
Make her wear a condom. Don't have sex till you get married. Shit.
All right, Captain Conservative, I feel you.
I'm just saying, I ain't do it, but that's what's supposed to be done.
I feel it.
Yeah. You can't let somebody who shows you repeated habits, if you're getting to know him, right? Mm-hmm. He has showed you what it was.
Right.
Especially after the 3rd.
Why you letting this nigga fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Her repeated habit, she gonna put it down for her husband.
For him too, though, because he said every time he don't wear condoms, they end up getting pregnant.
Yeah, like, bro, you got
like, yo, what kind of super nut you got, young? Like
bro,
every time.
Wear a condom, bro. You got to,
especially if you're not trying to take care of these.
Or just cut it up, nigga.
For your own sake, nigga.
Like, just get the V. Just get the vasectomy.
Kids and now they growing up without a daddy. If they, you know what I'm saying?
Man, these kids don't grow up thinking like yo, stupid ass.
All you gotta do is get the vasectomy, young.
See, man, that's the thing, bro.
And that's why he doesn't need to be wearing condoms.
No, he should just got. I mean, once you learned it, you should have got it.
You don't know what a vasectomy is. You don't need to be having sex.
Some states will
gotta start asking.
Some states will force you to get a vasectomy too. Yeah. Like if you get behind child support and shit, therefore, I heard a story about a dude who got forced to get a vasectomy by the state, and he found out the kid wasn't his, and then the state didn't fix his shit.
I don't think that's right.
You can't fix it.
You can reverse your vasectomy. You definitely can do that.
I don't know, but I don't think that's
look it
right,
up. You can.
I don't think. Man, it's crazy out here, bro. Ladies, y'all gotta be careful, fellas.
That's why at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
That's what it come down to, and that's what he was saying, and that's what I said. He is making some points, cause if this nigga wasn't getting no pussy. If women wasn't giving him no pussy,
he can't make babies with his hand.
Nigga, you feel me? Right. The only reason he this type of nigga straight up said it. I do to women what they let me do. Yeah. Whatever they allow me to do, I'ma do it. Right. Niggas is out here capitalizing off of you ladies. And this niggas out here predators like this who gonna do you dirty.
Yeah.
You gotta know better. You gotta do better. You gotta vet these niggas. You gotta ask questions. Make that nigga wait. I'm one of them niggas.
Or you need to vote better. I got a
girl now, so I ain't worried about it. But when I was out here, I was like, damn, shawty making me wait a little, but that shit good though. You know what I'm saying?
For her?
Make a nigga wait, man. Damn, girl, don't get that shit.
And ladies, if you're not gonna, make a nigga wait, vote better. Vote for people that's gonna put Roe v. Wade back in, so that when you do fuck up, you can just spin the little nigga, like just spin the block on your wound, and then you good.
Roe v. Wade.
I'm just saying, bro, the shit just made. Y'all know that the lady from Roe v. Wade wasn't pregnant? Did y'all know that? The lady from Roe v. Wade wasn't pregnant. She never had an abortion. Like they used her for
folks to have it.
No, she didn't want it. Like she's actually an advocate against abortions now.
Oh, okay.
But like she actually she never had an abortion. She just was used into the what they did to try to get everything passed. It's actually pretty interesting when you actually go back into the history of it. Yeah, but no, I feel like again that doesn't change my view on that. All right, so we pretty much got everything wrapped up. That nigga Zach Stacy beat that white bitch up and got 6 months though. Did y'all hear about that?
No, I did hear about that.
But there's a reason why he got 6 months. She
went to court.
She caped for that nigga.
Yeah, she went to court.
She said she wanted that nigga to be out.
He wasn't gonna do it again. And
I was seeing a lot of black women say like, "Oh, this is crazy that he." I was like, "Well, it's because."
She went to court and stood by her man. Just her man.
I wasn't trying to do it like that. She trying to see how nasty this nigga is. No, she didn't, bro. She is a victim. She don't know that she got some shit going on. That's not sticking beside him, young. That's fucking Stockholm syndrome.
That's her man. She gonna stick beside him.
No, it's not. Yo, did you see the video when that happened?
Yeah, I did.
That nigga went straight CTE on.
Yeah, that was nuts. It was very violent acting.
So like, bro, that nigga.
So you play for the Grizzlies?
No, this Zach. He played for the Rams.
He used to play for the Rams, running back.
Oh, Zach Stacy. Okay.
I think he went to Purdue or some Pitt or some shit.
I think Penn State.
Penn State.
It was Penn State.
No, it wasn't Penn State.
It wasn't okay. But no, like that nigga, he went ham on Shawty. Like,
yeah, it was ugly.
It was bad. But it was definitely not no 6 months.
I'm about to go on a little rant to close the show.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we need to give 10,000 lashes to the NAACP. We need to give
for what?
10,000 lashes to D Wade.
Alright, that's not enough. 10,000.
100,000 lashes to D Wade.
And the NAACP.
Oh my god! I know y'all niggas been waiting for this.
It's out of control, man. I'm not gonna go too much.
We might as well throw the Allison Bozeman book in there too. We didn't really throw that in there. Remember the book with the 11-year-old?
Now from the people,
because. And bro, listen, bro, it's been so much going on, bro. I reposted. There was a teacher who was out here calling a student an opposite gender name just off the rip, telling them to try being gay. Had the kid confused, going home to their parents crying, don't know what the fuck they is because the teacher keep calling her a boy name and telling her to try being gay. Like, this shit is out of control, bruh. Being gay ain't no damn cult. It's not no religion. It's not no none of this shit. Stop trying to convert motherfuckers, okay? People know when they gay, and they sometimes they don't know when they ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Was Shawty like a tomboy or something? Like I said, I just want to know what.
Gonna disclose the shit of the child.
Yeah, of course.
There's plenty of girls that be tomboys and grow up and be regular women.
That's true.
You know what
I was just asking because that just seems like I don't see how that could happen if she wasn't giving off some kind of energy.
You can't do that, bro. They got little books at the school with the kids.
Okay, can we talk about that for a quick second?
Little gay books for fifth graders and shit.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Why is this in the school library?
Okay, I can tell you why. Because
it doesn't belong there.
Was it a school library or was it just a library?
It was a school library.
Okay,
they checked it out.
Can we be honest? Do you think librarians read every book that's in the library?
I think books that have sexual explicit homosexual content don't need to be in the library.
But I'm saying though, y'all didn't look.
I don't think that should be.
Y'all didn't look at no. The reason what I'm saying is this: y'all didn't look at this book. I researched what this book looks like. You can definitely misconstrue this book for being a child's book because of how it's drawn. So I can see if I didn't read the book, I can be understanding like, oh, okay, I can see why you could just see this and think it's some anime shit. Because that's the style that it's drawn in.
But this is what I'm saying.
So I can understand what a misconception.
There has to be some responsibility here.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely understand what you're saying in regards to the responsibility of that librarian shouldn't have recommended it to that 11-year-old because that book was for 14-year-olds.
Oh my gosh. That
she
book
shouldn't
is
have
for
that.
children. And secondly,
14
why was
isn't a
Brittany
child,
Griner on the
adult.
NAACP or receiving awards or whatever? Why was she recognized?
Because she went through a horrible thing.
What did she go? What?
She went through a horrible experience in Russia.
Why did she go through a horrible experience in Russia?
Because they wanted to use her as bait.
No, because
no, you get to change my answer.
No.
She was being used as bait.
Why did she go through a horrible?
Because she was being used as bait. They took a small, she only got like 11 days, and she was a Russian citizen for the amount of marijuana that was in those vapes. She would have not been in real trouble if she was a Russian citizen. So, no, they used her as a tool to try to get people to say, fuck Biden, fuck the American government, and all that other shit. So that's what we not finna do. We're not finna not tell the truth.
We're telling the truth. Brittany Griner broke a law in Russia.
Okay.
Regardless of what the law was, she broke it in another country that you're not from.
Yes, but the law
over in this country
changed how they would sentence her.
You're over in this country getting millions. You're in a foreign country making millions.
And she got to get high.
Bringing it back to America. Bringing it back. You broke a law. You were punished for it. Was the punishment maybe a little egregious? Maybe it was. Yes, it was.
You know it was.
It was. Okay. I agree it was.
That's all I ask.
But at the same time, you did nothing for the advancement of colored people. This is what the NAACP is about. The NAACP is about the advancement of colored people.
She showed our wherewithal.
How is she advanced colored people?
I just told you. She showed our wherewithal.
Brittany Griner was on the NAACP. We know why.
She showed our wherewithal.
We know why she was on the NAACP.
Because she gay? That what you want to say?
We know why.
Just say it then.
Because somebody else is pushing that initiative and they want our community to get on board.
They want our community to be recognized as the NAACP LGBTs. And it's not like that. Bro, we cannot combine these two movements. There are LGBT.
Why not? There's a history.
Why not, nigga?
Because LGBTQ people.
There's a history of it. Been a line in the past.
What I'm telling you is LGBTQ people, majority of them are white. They're not black.
But we
can't make this LGBTQ thing about black.
Are there not black gay people though?
Yes, but we can't.
But I'm saying they exist though.
Yes, but the thing is, they're pushing this movement as black, and that's a problem.
They're pushing the gay movement as black?
Yes.
I don't think that they're pushing the gay movement as a black.
Black Lives Matter lady
I think they're
gay. She donated.
But she's gay and black.
She donated majority of her money to gay and transgender.
Because she's gay and black. Yes.
These transgender associations wasn't just for black people.
But they're black, gay, and transgender. Yes, they were.
But those associations weren't just for those people.
But the ones that benefited the most were black.
No.
Yes, you were. Yes, they were.
Bro, oh my gosh.
The people who against
sewing shit. Pull up the societies that they donated to. Those were not black gay societies. Those were not black gay organizations. They were donating to just
no. They were definitely black. There were definitely black trans organizations.
Some of them were, but not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Why y'all got y'all hate in your heart for these people? Bro?
I don't have no hate in my heart for these people. I commented on the post and said it. Bro, it's these people like this make the gay black people look bad, make a lot of gay people look bad because they are out here promoting this shit and trying to convert people and trying to make this shit like it's a religion or a cult.
Bro, I think y'all take certain instances. Nobody's converting niggas to be gay. You don't have to.
Brother, you got a person over here telling kids to try being gay.
You said yes. Okay, you said this one instance in regards to this teacher.
That's one instance I'm not saying we know of, but that shit is happening.
No, come on.
It's happening. You got transgenders and cross-dressers reading to little kids in libraries.
We've had instances where parents and teachers have always overstepped in regards to different things of this nature. We have experienced that even when we was in school.
Kids about God in school, but they can talk to them about sexuality. You can talk to them about being a gay. Do you like to take it up the ass? But I
no, you can't do that. You can't talk about taking it up the ass.
They have that. Look up the curriculum.
No, it's
they
not.
have shit.
They're explaining the sex, but we learned about what that sex was in school
God
too.
In the Bible, it's perversion.
You can talk about God in the Bible. You can't promote it in the sense that it's the end all be all. That's what you can't do.
They're perverting.
You can't make people pray in school.
We can't
make people worship.
We shouldn't be talking about any of these things.
You can't make people worship.
We shouldn't be talking about any of these things, bro.
That shit is
yes, one is a human experience, bro. One is a human experience. One is what humans made up. Yes. So, yes, you can change the two. One is people have been gay for years, bro. Like, there have been in
people have been religious for years.
Yes, but religions come from us from a non-biological, non-scientific standpoint. We can agree on that, right?
Non-biological.
Gay is, we say, God, yeah, I can tell you. I mean, there's been studies that say there may be a gay gene.
You said that you could be gay, transgender, but you can't be transracial. You can't say that you are a different race, but you could say that you're a different gender.
Yes. I did say that.
That's
because
fucking idiotic.
I know it's not, because race is not nothing is biological about race.
Which
your gender can't be biological. You can't be born.
More reason why somebody could say that they're any race, nothing is biological. I can say
there's no. When I say it's not biological, I think that's what y'all misconstrued it. When I'm saying it's not biological, what I am saying is there is no real life standpoint to race. Our melanin is a proponent of where we were from and our people were from and where they lived at. And
what is race? What is race?
Race is a made-up idea.
Race
it's a social construct.
It's about It's a social construct.
We all sat here and made up something about something we're seeing.
Right.
There's
so that means that
biological about race.
Based off what this made-up construct.
But there are biological implications for
people,
gender.
This race of people, I feel like I fall under that construct.
That's not how it works.
That's not how gender works.
Right. No, it doesn't. Gender works in a different manner. Like, okay, and a lot of times people don't understand this, and I have to explain this in regards to a video that I've shown that actually talked about this. There are small, very minute differences in a male and female brain that they have shown. So it is very possible that when you're in the womb and being exposed to the what makes your gender, your brain cannot be exposed to it. Meaning, when you're born, you're generally born in a female sense. Meaning, if you don't experience what needs to change you into a male, you're going to be born with a female body. So it means you can experience in which you have contact with the chemicals, your brain turns into a male brain, but you still have a female body and vice versa. So that can happen, where you will be born in that manner, where your brain is wired in the manner of what generally a female brain would be looking like. And vice versa for a male brain, but your body may not reflect. In race, that does not happen. That is a part of your culture. That's part of your upbringing and part of the people that are around you. That has zero to do with what goes on inside internally in the DNAs and things of that nature.
So if you grow up around this race of people,
that means you have indoctrinated that you're part of that culture. But you are not, you grew up around them. You are not from them.
You're from them.
No, you grew up around them.
You've been with them.
No, unless your parent is part of that group, then no, you're not.
You've lived here.
You've been adopted. You've been brought into, but you are not from them.
Compared to gender, it was what?
And gender was, you can literally have a male brain.
We know that every gender, we know that every transgender isn't experiencing that.
I agree. There's not everyone's experiencing that.
And also what makes me feel like it's even more, towards my argument.
There has been some tests that have shown that.
What's more towards my argument is the fact that
I tell you, bro, when we was in college, bro, I took a class about this.
But listen, when you want to be transgender, you have to go to the doctor and get things. You have to take things. You have to be physically.
But that doesn't make you transgender, though. That doesn't make you transgender. That allows you to physically express what you're feeling inside.
That changes your hormones.
That changes your hormones.
No, the pills and
biology.
Yes, the pills.
That changes your biology.
Right.
That's what I'm saying is that's why gender is biology.
Race,
you can't take pills.
Right. But for you to be a different race, you don't need a biological change. You know that America, we one of the only countries that even operate racially.
Because we made race as a tool.
These other countries don't even operate off race. In China, it ain't no race.
Because everybody looks alike.
You're Chinese.
Because everybody looks alike. Not to say the Chinese people look alike. I'm saying they all similar, have a Chinese.
No, they have different shades.
There's different shades, but they all still look Chinese.
They have darker Chinese.
Yes, but they all still look Chinese.
There's no race. In Europe,
most people look alike.
There's no fucking race like that.
Most people look alike. That's why there's no race. Because most people look. There's ethnicities. People are broken up in ethnicities and different cultures and things like that.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Race is different from ethnicity.
Right, it is.
So if all this shit is broken down different, that's like
I
gender
feel like
different
you
sex.
You can say you're a different gender. You can say you're a different race. NAACP, 100,000 lashes.
100,000.
D-Wade, 100,000. Gabrielle,
I'm not with it.
250,000.
250, yes, for sure. 250 for Gabby.
No, I'm not letting y'all do that to hate the Gabby.
Extra ass shit.
I'm not letting y'all do that hate the Gabby. I'm not letting y'all bring that hate.
Telling Proud to reading that shit like a good actress.
Man, what?
Hate.
Man, we can't do this. We gotta stop it.
Hey, Lil Zaya. What's her name?
California mayor.
Zaya.
The California mayor who granted this 500,000.
500,000 lashes. 500,000 lashes.
They moved from Florida because Florida mayor wasn't going.
Yeah.
Florida ain't having that shit.
Go out there with California where they operate like they own little country.
Who's
Florida? Is it the same? I don't know. But no, Florida wasn't going for that shit. You right. California was going to go for that.
Yeah, California, they do weird shit out there like that.
But I'm saying, bro, I'm not mad, bro. Let that person be happy. It don't hurt. That's it. Bro, I woke up and that shit didn't affect me none.
I was at work the other day and we're changing up our signatures and they sent the copy of how they wanted it.
Yeah, Ron DeSantis in Florida.
They sent the copy of how I wanted it and we were all on the meeting. There's a couple of us on the meeting from the job and I asked them, I said, are we supposed to put these pronouns? Because they got pronouns literally.
Yeah, they got mine at my job too.
She, they.
I'm looking at this shit like, how the fuck? What does this matter? It's an email. Put your name. Why do you have to have a pronoun next to your name on an email?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because it's because when I'm talking to you, I want to know how you want to be spoken to. Yeah, I don't want to say something incorrectly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your name.
But you also gonna say, hey, he called and said, you might use a pronoun when you speak with them, so they just allow you to know.
When did that?
Bro, we've always used pronouns to speak with people.
Yeah, but when do we have to identify the pronouns?
Well, because when
people got more sensitive.
Since people start identifying who got one hormones, trying to identify with somebody that's got another hormones and they ain't got nothing about them, they got those hormones. Until they start taking those pills and now they got the hormones that the other person who they want to be like got. Because it's a reason why there's a male and a female. Regardless of what to speak.
I'm gonna beat that out because you are a sick nigga, young.
I see that South Park episode where he became a transgender just
Cartman.
Cartman,
so he used the bathroom
because the girls' bathroom was nicer than the boys' bathroom, so he became a transgender and they couldn't do shit about it.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
A lot of that shit is what's going on right now.
That's not what's going on, bro. People really feel like this.
Not just because
they're having these experiences, bro.
I'm saying just for perks. Did y'all see the dude who said he wanted to marry a straight man? So that him and the straight man, he's straight. He wanted to marry.
That was a movie about that.
They wanted to get married for benefits, and he was like, bro, we can still date girls, do all that shit, but we can live together, and just two men working, we get all the married benefits,
tax write-offs,
and all that shit, and we could just really
that sound lit
like a party house. But you'll be his husband.
That sound lit. No lie. I'm not gonna lie. That sound lit. Just imagine. No,
he was like,
my nigga,
you got to worry about the whole thing with if we get divorced, take it half,
nothing.
Both of us just gonna take what we came with.
We came in right here,
good.
bro.
And if we want to go,
we gonna split the groceries
and shit like that. We go find our woman and we do that. We get our divorce and get our woman.
From about 25, about 23, 24 to about
30.
Yeah,
you get married.
That's a nice way to save money.
Married to your partner.
That's shit weird.
That's
a nice way to save money.
Your husband.
You got to go to the courthouse and
you got to get married.
And it's over with though, because your man not going. Like you said, y'all had an agreement. That's your man.
Right.
And now just think about this.
That's your husband.
Just think about this. You a single male. You know how much you pay in taxes. Now you a married one, and you still get to live like a single man.
Still got.
Come on, bro.
Got y'all bitches. Y'all bringing.
You can't be mad at that, bro.
Thinking different nowadays. I ain't never thought about no shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. That's a ticket. That's a ticket to Cabo.
Shit's like that.
That's an extra ticket to Cabo than taxes that you would have been paying.
You and your husband go to Cabo.
You ain't got to be your husband. Just you go to Cabo and then you go crazy on the hoes.
You see what I'm saying?
You ain't even got to call your nigga. No, he wanted to call that nigga your husband. He wanted to call that nigga your husband.
That's what he is, bro. That's what he is. Y'all
but you ain't got to call that nigga that.
But that's what he is.
That's my man's. Like that's all you got to call him. That's my partner.
You don't call your son. I call my son. If that's your husband, call that nigga your husband.
I'm gonna call that nigga my partner.
You can't introduce him to you.
That's my partner. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my nigga right here. That's my partner.
Y'all don't even gotta get rings if y'all talking the way y'all talking.
I'm saying, y'all have to or nothing, bro.
You don't. You just sign the paperwork.
Regardless of that, y'all still your husband.
That's all it is.
Somebody gotta be the wife, right?
Because now it's marriage.
Somebody gotta be the wife. It's legal,
so now you can have 2 husbands, 2 grooms.
I'm saying you don't even gotta do a. You don't. All you doing is signing paperwork. All y'all doing is signing paperwork and it's over.
That's it.
Y'all never even really gotta talk about this shit.
2 grooms.
Y'all don't even gotta live in the same. Just think about this. When y'all buy a new house, even if y'all got 2 different houses, y'all can still be married.
We're gonna make a reality show of 2 men who get married.
They got a movie about this already.
And we're gonna call it 2 grooms.
They already did this. Adam Sandler did a movie about this like years ago.
What's it called?
What is that shit called? It's a movie with Adam. Look it up. It's Adam Sandler and a nigga from Kings of Queens.
Oh, I ain't seen.
They did this a long time ago.
I think I do remember a movie with them too.
Yeah, they got married because of
Oh yeah, they was firefighters.
Yeah, firefighters. Yeah. He got married so he could keep his kids or something like that.
Keep his kids. Yeah.
So that's what they did.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, this shit has been going. These white folks been on that.
They been on that.
Been on it.
They been getting married for tax purposes.
Like I said, bro, that shit wouldn't have been. I would do something like that, and I'd never talk about it.
Yeah, if I was younger,
me and my mans would never talk about that.
This nigga keep calling him his mans.
Like that's what I'm saying. You're not doing it with no nigga who ain't your mans.
Yeah, like, of course. I guess he your husband.
No, not like that. I mean, your man's
I'll
like.
Just say my partner.
Yeah, your partner.
That's my bro.
Me
and my bro.
He
like my man.
No, that's how niggas.
It's like it's not your husband, but he's still mine.
I hate this nigga so much, yo.
Like I'm still marking my territory. Looking like don't fuck with him or nothing.
Don't do that. Don't fuck with him or nothing is insane. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nigga friend gonna be waiting on the couch like, damn, you came home late tonight. Hold on a minute, bro. My nigga friend,
you think I would really try my nigga like that?
Like, you really think I would do that? Couch in his body.
You think I would really give it up like that? That's crazy. That's wild.
You doing that, bro?
I wouldn't even. Honestly, we probably wouldn't even.
When we was in college, you got mad because niggas was hanging out with other niggas. Remember that? Niggas like, man, they stole my friend.
No, that's not what happened.
That's not what
happened. That nigga motherfuckers was acting phony during that time.
Salty,
niggas was acting phony during that time.
Came down there with them, met some new friends. Ain't fucking with them no more, man.
That nigga was acting phony when he did that shit.
My friend was kicking it. He like, yeah, I used to kick it with such and such all the time, but he just found some new friends. You know.
But that shit didn't end. We saw how well it ended for such and such, huh?
Fred was weird.
Fred gonna do that to his husband too.
Nah, that's.
That nigga gonna be on the couch.
Whatever
like,
you want to call him, his man.
That nigga gonna be on the couch like, yeah, dinner's cold now. This nigga's sick.
That's funny.
Don't get married to Fred. Don't get married to Fred. He gonna hold his man's down. He gonna stick beside him.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey man,
I
appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thoughtful Narcissist Podcast. You know what it is. Shout out to the sponsors, man. Product Media Productions, Prestigious Pedigree, Mr. Upholstery, Forever, Gold Militia. Shout out to me, man. You know what it do. Thoughtful Narcissist Podcast. Got my co-host Rhetoric with me.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all listening to the greatest podcast in the world. Shout out to my boy Key. Appreciate you showing up, man.
No problem.
Boy, prime time in the building, man. You know what it is, man. Go ahead and like, follow, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Take care of yourself. Take care of others, baby. We out.